Welcome to Bus Vibes. Okay, today I'm going to be showing you guys my new bus. But before we do that, I got to answer a couple questions. First question is from Battling for Brody. He asks, can you show $12.99 sometime soon? Well, $12.99. There, I showed it, I'm done. I'm kidding, guys. Come on, we'll go inside. I mean, I assume most of you guys have been on Lane's channel, so you've seen it. It doesn't look much different than everything else. We do have another question. Mike Schulte 4271 asks, can you do a video about emergency exits? Okay, well, I'm not going to turn this bus on. All right, but emergency exit number one, we come out the back, you've heard it. That is the secondary exit. Primary exit is the way we came in, through the stairs. That is your secondary exit. Your third exit, or tertiary, I don't know exactly how that word is our windows. Window exits. Do that, push open, come out. Now, heaven forbid if the bus ever turns on its side. Well, then we would go out through here to do these. Exit, latch, and then you push up and you open it up and you come out. Now, to put it back in, there is it's a real pain. That's what I was told. To get this in just right. There we go. Latched. Nope. Nope. I don't have it in. All right, there's an actual lip right up in here that you've got to get just right. I found the easiest way, I had to do it offline here, was push it up. All right, for example, it's latched now. So let me close this. So that's that. Anyway, so again, walking over to my bus, and this is probably going to be the last time you're going to see all these buses here in the shop at the same time. So I'm gonna go just do it once around here, so kind of get the gist of it. It's gonna start fading out today. We're allowed to start picking up today and tomorrow. So you can see someone is actually coming in to refuel, or they're cutting through that way. There, they were just cutting through that way. No, they haven't moved all these around yet. They're still all basically in the same order that we had them in. So you guys are wondering, what bus do I have? Well, here we go, coming up to it. And lo and behold, 201 again. Happy I got my old bus back. Although one thing is, they replaced the decal up on the school bus. Remember before it was almost white. So I remember they ordered it last year. I will have to see if it's clear and the light still works or not. But yes, 201 is my bus again this year. Now, I'm gonna get the air conditioning going and head home. Okay, they're on. I'm just making sure here. I'm gonna pull out here. I just want to check on my lights while I'm here. Yes, I know, it's because I don't have my seatbelt on. And a lot of people are getting reassigned stuff. I'm just extremely happy that I got 201 back. Okay, check my ambers here. Stop sign. Arms coming out. Just makes sense to go ahead and check all this now before I leave here, right? And yeah, tomorrow I'll be putting on my license plate and everything. I'm just coming back. Yeah, right, strobe light is working. You probably can't see it on the video, but it was working. I've got all my mud flaps. Just doing an abbreviated checkout. So alrighty. Going on a field trip. Just going home. Sure. Call the pre-trip. 25 154. Nope. 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 All right. Hey everybody. Somebody asked if I'm going to be doing POV, like point of view videoing, or am I going to have set cameras, kind of like I did on the when I did the church bus. Well, I'm going to be doing a little bit of everything. Just kind of want to keep it mixed up for you guys. I do have a couple of window mounts. I'll probably have one behind me on the left. I think Lane did that one, and then maybe another one up front here facing me. And oh, it feels good to be in this bus, even though it's dirty. It's been sitting for 2 months. I mean, they did an inspection, so I've got roughly 20 days before my next inspection. So yeah, I know. Beep. All the beeping and the booping and all that other stuff goes about. So I'm really looking forward to this year. I don't know why. I guess because I'm getting the same kids back. You know, I do middle school, high school, and elementary. So I am losing some of my elementary kids, the ones that were 5th graders, because I don't drive the same area for them as I do for my high school and middle school kids. Why is this not? Oh, because I don't have the fan on. Duh. That'd be nice. Oh, that air feels so much better. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's because the 5th graders have moved on to middle school, but they're not in the same area. So for the most part, I'm getting the same kids back for my high school and middle school. And for the most part, I'm getting my elementary kids back. Unless, of course, they've moved. And if they've moved, then obviously I won't get them. So we'll see. That's part of what we're doing tomorrow. Is we're getting our route sheet, so I'll be able to see. I mean, I know their names. I know their faces of most of them. I mean, it may take me a few days to remember everybody's name to their face. But it'll be good to get back. I mean, I do have a second job. As a matter of fact, that's why when I leave here, when I get home, I'm basically gonna put the bus to bed. Look at that, already got hot exhaust because it hadn't been driven in so long. And put the bus to bed, and then I got to go to my other job. My other job is at the church, but we're doing a lot of security updates. So, and also got to fix something on our YouTube channel. And then also get ready for Sunday. Usually Thursday is my busy day at church, and we've got our worship team, our worship ministry kickoff. So we're meeting all new people. Some of the people are coming back again this year. So it's just getting to know them, talk, have some games, do some practices, just kind of go on. Looking forward to it. That's it's a big part of my life is my church. I don't ever want to be preachy to you guys, but I will say that you need to get to church. That's all I'm saying, And it don't have to be a Baptist or Methodist or Presbyterian or Catholic or whatever. Bottom line is, if you know Jesus, and that's all that matters, So I haven't yet. Obviously, I got to put all my stuff up. I'll be doing that tomorrow afternoon after our meeting. I got to put up some other stuff on the digital display. I had some set ones last year. Like, I've got rules for my bus. Rules are important. My rules are very simple. Stay in your seat. That's it. That's number one. Stay in your seat. Don't jump from seat to seat. Number two, keep your hands and feet to yourself. I actually had an issue last year of one of our high schoolers decided he was going to take off his sandals and touch somebody else with his feet. I hate feet. I was thoroughly disgusted when I found out about it, and that ain't going to happen. Nope. Wouldn't be prudent. Thanks, buddy. And let's see, those two rules. Number 3 rule, don't eat on the bus. It's bad enough I gotta clean up all your mess. We keep a trash can on here. So if you have water bottles or whatever, you can go ahead and drink, and then just as long as you throw them away. But I don't want you eating on the bus. Part of the reason is, you get hard candy or something and then you start choking. Sometimes I'm not going to have a place to pull over this big thing and be able to go back and they give you the Heimlich or whatever. So, no eating. I don't like profanity, and I call people out on it. Hey, knock it off. And use nice words. Don't be a bully, and just be nice to each other. Talk to each other. If you just want to sit there on your bus and play on your phone, that's fine. Do that. Just don't talk down to somebody else. Don't be mean to other people. Let's say you don't like what they said, all right? It's kind of one of those things of growing up is people are going to say mean things throughout your entire life. You just kind of have to deal with it. And, but yeah. And I think that's all my rules. I don't have a lot. Very simple. Be nice to each other. Don't cuss. Stay in your seat. Don't eat. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. And I have those usually scrolling up there, A lot of times for the elementary kids, I got to tell them, because some of them, aren't quite at that reading level because it scrolls pretty quick sometimes. I can slow it down on some of them. Other ones I don't. It just depends on how long it is. But yeah, for this year I've got some new lights for inside of here, LED lights, so I don't have to use the inside lights in here so much. And plus, if kids are having fun on the bus when they get to school, or they're happy, typically they'll be happy when they get to school, right? Yeah, they'll be happy. Not always, you know. I know some of you guys and girls are out there like, oh, school's starting, I can't believe it, you know. Believe me, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. I got the t-shirt, all right? I barely graduated because I hated school, and both of my parents were teachers. You know, my dad was a college professor and my mother taught special education, so I couldn't get away with anything. They knew exactly when report cards came out. They knew exactly. I mean, it's not like now where it's all online, or they text you, or you can have easy access by email and teachers and stuff. You know, we didn't have that, but it's still, you always dreaded. I always dreaded anyway, whenever report cards came out, because I was like a C and D student, and my mother, wise mother, was like, you can be an A or a B student if you just put forth the effort. I just didn't like school. Now, contrast. Here, let me turn that fan down a little bit so you guys can hear me a little easier. Contrast that to college. College, I graduated my bachelor's degree with magna cum laude, which is, I was AB, I was on the honor roll, basically. And then I graduated my master's degree with honors. I had a 4.0 average. I had straight A's. So it just depends on, one, how old you are, because I went to college a little bit later in life. You know, I didn't go right out of high school. I joined the military, and then I let the military pay for my college, you know. Or I paid for half of it. At the time when I first started, it was half. They would pay for half and I would pay for half. And of course, then later on it became 100% tuition. I had to pay for my books, but they paid for the tuition as long as you maintain either a C or a B GPA. So, I mean, I didn't have to worry about that. So let me just encourage you guys, all of you high school students, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Middle school kids, enjoy yourselves. Elementary kids, enjoy yourselves. Make friends. Some of these friends you may have for life, you know. Other friends, maybe not so much. So pick good friends, enjoy school, and we'll pick this up when I need to finish putting all the stuff in this bus. Well, here's one of the disadvantages of keeping a bus at your house. I don't know if it's just because the bus has been sitting so long, but when I got home, it was just making some kind of tick 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 sound, and the bus was shut off. All the switches were shut off. I had nothing on, no lights, no nothing. And so I called our mechanic, and I was just like, hey, I just want to make sure, do I need to bring it back or what? I even put my phone up what sounded like it was underneath the engine. So anyway, so driving back there, have them take a quick look at it, and then I'll drive back home. So in other words, you're getting bonus content today. Well, everybody, I'm back. Sitting at the shop for like an hour and a half. They couldn't figure out what it was, and apparently they couldn't hear it here. They were like, it could be this, it could be that. So they were like, just keep an eye on it, listen for it, and see what happens. So, and then they did. While they were kind of looking around, they were like, hey, you got a bolt missing here. And when they were digging deeper, this is in the wheel well. When they were digging a little deeper, they were like, oh, there's no bracket for that bolt. So apparently from the factory, it was never put in. So they're getting up with the warranty people to see if that's covered under the warranty, since it was never installed. And if it is, then they'll have warranty people come down and put it in. I mean, it's just it's a bracket for the wheel well. Their main concern was is if I drive off-road, because so many of our bus routes are on dirt roads, and just the bang, 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 you know, for more wear and tear on that wheel well. And you guys have rode with me before. All my routes are on road, so they were like, okay, well, we'll just let it go for now, because they didn't want to have to sit and wait. They'd rather me go ahead and be able to drive it and what have you. So I'm headed home again. Again, but hey, it's a bus life. Well, hey everybody, just want to say I am looking forward to this new school year, and looking forward to seeing the kids, having a good time, and spending a little bit more time with all you guys. And anyway, just remember now, we're here with 201 again this year. See you guys soon.